Alrighty, it is officially time. Hello and welcome to Dumbbell Strength. My name's Amber Langford. I'll be running you through your strength session today. For today's class, we are doing mostly standing exercises. At the very end today, when we hit our core, we are going to make our way down to the ground. Now, other options for those floor exercises, they can be done seated on a chair, coffee table, couch. So they can be done in a seated position on the elevated surface if it's maybe just a little bit too challenging to make your way all the way down to the ground. We do have that chair option for those exercises, but let's go ahead and start with our warm-up first. If you do want to track today's workout, now's the time to press start on those fitness trackers. And then let's get that body ready to go. Taking your arms, you're going to swing them back and forward. So we'll start with our arm swings. Elbows are nice and straight. Alternating that top arm as we cross in front. Let's do one more arm swing here. Going into some turnout marches. For our turnout marches, you're going to take one leg, bringing that heel up. We're just trying to tap with that opposite hand, getting a little bit of a turnout position, bringing that knee out to the side. Kind of similar to a figure four position, figure four stretch. Work on those hip rotators. If you need to, you can just tap and turn that knee out as well. One more to each side. Pressing your hips forward, going to our glute kickers. Taking one heel up, trying to kick yourself in the glutes. Alternating side to side. If you want to get those arms involved, you can pull those hands, those elbows in as you bring your heel up, reaching out as you lower down. One more here. Relax now that. I want you to give me one big reach out to the side, up to the ceiling, stretching as tall as you can. As you bring those arms down, I want you to forward fold, drop that chest down. Circle those hands down towards your feet, towards the ground. Slight knee bend, and then roll back up. Alrighty, it is time to start the workout. For today's workout, we're doing our supersets. We're going to start with a lower body superset first. So for this one, we're going to demonstrate the exercise first, perform it together, and then move on to that next exercise. For supersets, we just have 2 exercises, and we're going to be doing 3 rounds of each exercise before we move on to that next superset. All right, exercise number 1, we're gonna hit our quads first. So we're doing a heel elevated goblet squat. What this is gonna look like is we're going to take 2 lightweight dumbbells and you're gonna place them on the ground. You're gonna place them so they're about hip to shoulder width apart, that same stance you have for your squat. They're gonna be in a straight line. From here, you're just going to take one foot, placing your heel on the weight, toe on the ground. We really want most of our weight through those toes. That's going to help isolate those quads. You can also use any plates, or if you have books or just something with about an inch or 2 of height, you can use that. Holding your weight up at your chest, we're just going to go into our goblet squat from here, bending those knees, back is flat, sinking down as low as you can. Standing up nice and tall, knees track with those toes. Option number 2, you can do the goblet squat with your feet flat. Same thing, we just have our feet flat on the ground. So So those are our options for exercise 1. Grab your weight, get ready, get in position. We have 10 repetitions for this one. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sinking down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Awesome job. Now we're going to do another lower body exercise, but now we're going to work the back of our legs, hitting more hamstring and glutes with a B stance or staggered stance deadlift. So for this one, once again, I do have a couple options for you, but holding on to some weights, light to medium for this one. We're going to move into our B stance. For our B stance, we're going to have 1 foot behind. Now for this one, we're just balancing on that toe. You want the majority of your weight through that front leg. From here, we're keeping those shoulder blades pulled together, back is flat. You're just going to skim those weights down your thigh, bending at the waist, allowing a soft knee bend in front, but really trying to get that back nice and flat, pushing through your heel to stand nice and tall. With this exercise, we want to feel a nice stretch down the back of our leg, using that stretch to contract and stand you upright. Option 2, maybe if that's a little bit too much balance, you can do this with your feet side by side, holding on with just one weight in your hand, bending at the waist, sending your hips back, reaching that weight down your thigh, slowly returning back to standing. You would do 10 on one side, and then you'd switch and hold the weight for that second set. So it's kind of our options, either the single leg stance or the single arm hold. But we're going to do 10 repetitions each side. So grab your weights, get ready, get in position in 3, 2, 1. Side 1. Here we go. Keeping your back flat, send your hips back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more on this side. 9 and 10. Switching sides, other leg in front, or switching to your other hand in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Send those hips back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Set those weights off to the side. We get about 1 minute of rest in between rounds. For round 2, we'll move a little quicker between exercises, about that 20 to 30 second rest break then. So during your rest break, really it's your time to do whatever you need to do to recover, whether that's grabbing some water, hydrating, or just moving about your space. I know I have a tendency to kind of pace, walk around, keeping the body nice and warm. You can also add in any stretching if you need to. Really, just whatever feels good on that body, whatever gets you physically or mentally prepared for that next exercise. We're going to take about 20 more seconds and then back to the top with our heel elevated goblet squat. And just as that reminder, if you're unable to elevate your heels or you feel any discomfort in the front of your knees with that one, feel free to do that exercise with your feet flat on the ground. But we're going to start in just 5 seconds. So grab your weights, get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sinking down. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, shake it out. About 20 seconds, and then we have our staggered stance, deadlift, or I like to call them suitcase deadlift. That just means you're holding on to the weight with one hand. Starting back up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bending at the waist. Linking those hips down and back. 1. Pushing through that heel to stand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more on the side. 10, and done. All right, you get your 1-minute breather. Then we have one final round of our 2 lower body exercises. Now, just to prepare you for our next superset, we're gonna be focusing on upper body. And then superset number 3, we're gonna be doing a little bit of combo exercises, but those combo exercises are going to be 1 lower body combo exercise. So we're working multiple lower body muscle groups. And then we're gonna move to an upper body combo exercise, which is going to be working 2 upper body muscle groups. And then we end with our last superset, and that's when we focus on our core. Starting back up in 15. Last quick sip of water. Heel elevated goblet squat. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Relaxing out of that. Quick little breather. And then back to the deadlifts. All right. Get ready. Get in position. Starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Skim those weights down. Feel that stretch. Contract and stand tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Side 2 in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and relaxing out of that. Feel free to set those weights off to the side. Moving on to upper body next. For upper body, we are going to start with a standing chest press exercise. For our standing chest press, we have 2 variations. What I do recommend is using just one dumbbell, sticking to that light to medium range for it. With that single dumbbell, you're gonna hold one hand on each end, elbows start out wide, weight is going to be right at our chest. Soft knee bend here, and all we do is extend our arms straight out horizontal, and then pull back in to your chest. With this one, straight out in, we can do this with 2 dumbbells. I recommend going lighter weight if you are using 2 dumbbells. That's because it's going to put more strain on your shoulders. With 2 dumbbells, you want your palms facing down. And as you straighten your arms out, I want you to bring those dumbbells together in the center before pulling back towards your chest. 10 reps for this one as well. So grab your weight or weights and get ready. Get in position. In 3, 2, 1. Extend out and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relaxing out of that. We have a single arm row next. So for this one, I'm going to move up a little bit higher in weight, still again, more in that medium range for myself. With our rowing exercise, and my yoga mat does not want to stay straight today, but we want our feet about hip width apart. We're going to be in a bent over position. Bent over position, back is nice and flat. Slight kind of forward lean here. We're going to start with one arm, and we're just going to bring our elbow up and in towards our rib cage. As we do that, I want you to feel your shoulder blade pulling in towards your spine and then slowly lower. So we're keeping that elbow tucked close to that rib. Shoulder blade pulls in and relaxes. 10 each side. So grab your weight, get ready, get in position in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, rowing up and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more on this side. 9 and 10. Switching hands in 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Relaxing out of that, taking your 1-minute rest here. And then we'll move on to round 2. Shake it out. Whatever you need to do to stay warm, stay ready. We have about 20 more seconds, and then we're starting back up with our standing chest press. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reaching out and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, and done. Relaxing out of that. 20-second breather, and then single arm row. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's row up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Row up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here. 10, and relax out of that. Set that weight down. We get that 1-minute breather, and then we have our third and final round. Like I mentioned before, our next superset is going to be some combo work, where we are going to be doing both lower and upper body for the next one. Feel free to reset your space. I know my yoga mat keeps shifting on me. We're going to start in 20 seconds. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reaching out and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. Relaxing out of that. Set that weight down. Reset. Feel free to grab your next weight and get ready. Get in position. We're going to start in 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Row side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost there. 9 and 10. Great job. Relaxing out of that. And we are going to move on to our next superset. So for superset number 3, we're going to start with a squat to heel raise. So for our squat to heel raise, this can be done with or without weight. You can do this without weight and hold onto a support structure such as a wall, desk, table, or the back of a stable chair if you need a little assistance with balance. You can also just do it without that support structure, but still without holding onto weight. I am going to be holding onto my medium weights here. Now for this one, feet are going to be about hip to shoulder width apart. We are going to go into our squat first. Back is flat, knees track with those toes, sinking down, squat position. Standing tall, then we add that heel raise, lifting those heels up, down, and repeat. So we squat, and then we go into that heel raise. Easy peasy, requires a little more balance though. So feel free to grab your weights and get ready, get in position. We're doing 10 in 3, 2, 1, sinking down, squat, stand tall, then add your heel raise up, down, and repeat. 2, 3. Pushing all the way up through those toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Relax now that. Moving to upper body next. For our upper body exercise, we are doing a hammer curl to overhead press. So, once again, light to medium weight, standing nice and tall. You're gonna have your hands down at your sides. Palms are gonna be facing the outsides of your thighs. Starting with that hammer curl up, elbows stay at your sides, curling up all the way to those shoulders. From here, we're gonna press overhead, reaching straight up to the ceiling. I still want those palms to face each other for this one, so we're kind of keeping that same grip. Lower down and straight in. So curl, press, lower the shoulders, and straighten back out. 10 reps. Grab your weights. Get ready. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Curl, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10, and done. All right. Excuse me. Enjoy that 1 minute of rest. And then we're going to go into round 2, moving a little faster for next one. Maybe not necessarily faster, but those rest breaks are shorter since we won't be demonstrating. All right, squat to heel raise, grab your weights, get ready, starting in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, we squat, add that heel raise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more here, 10, and done. Relax now that. Quick breather, and then curl to press. All right. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and done. Round 2 is complete. We have one more round to go, and then we're going to be focusing on our core. So like I mentioned in the beginning, our core exercises today are going to be seated. I'll be doing these seated on the ground. But if you would like, you also have the option to do these seated on a chair, or if you have a bench, coffee table, even a couch would work as well. Really just need a little surface that is stable that you can comfortably sit on for those core exercises. All right, starting back up, 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, heel raise up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here. 10 and done. All right. Feel free to set those weights off to the side. A little breather, and then curl to press. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10 and done. All right. On to our core. So, first core exercise that we are doing, making our way over to our chairs or down to the ground. We are going to end here on the ground, so don't worry, you're not going to have to get back up anytime soon. But what we're doing is, in our seated position, I want your knees bent, feet flat. If you're in your chair, just making sure that your feet are flat on the ground. From here, we're going to start with our arms horizontal, pulling that belly button in towards our spine, core is engaged. We're going to lean back as far as we can until we feel that core turn on. From here, we're going to hold, and we're going to add an overhead reach, alternating side to side, holding this position, reaching up and down. The farther back you lean, the more challenging this exercise is. We're going to do 10 overhead reaches each side, starting in 3, 2, 1, leaning back, reaching up, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more each side. 10 and relaxing out of that. Same position. Now we're going to add some weight, and we're just going to do similar motion, but we're going to lean back and come back up. So kind of similar to a sit-up, lean back as far as you can. So if it's smaller movements, that's okay. You can do this with or without weight. I'm just going to hold one weight up at my chest. From here, lowering down as far as I can, and then back up to that tall seated position. Stay in that comfortable range where you feel that core start to engage. Maybe it starts to shake a little bit. That's when you know you're in a good spot to return back to seated. We're going to do 10 reps of this one as well. So if you're using weight, grab your weight. In 3, 2, 1, leaning back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Relaxing out of that. About 1 minute of rest here. And then we're going to go into round 2. So feel free to add a little bit of a stretch. Relaxing out of that. If you want to get up and move around, you can. Sometimes I like to stretch my shoulders out a little bit. Whatever you need to do, whatever feels good today. We have about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to start back up with our lean back to overhead reach. All right, starting in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean it back and reach overhead. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, let's do one more each side. 10, and relaxing out of that. Quick little breather. And then we're adding that weight. Starting in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean it back. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. We get 1 more minute of rest, and then we have our third and final round. After that round, we will end with some cool down stretching. About 20 more seconds, and then we will start back up with exercise number 1. Starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean it back and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more each side. Relax now that 20-second breather, and then last exercise. Starting back up in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean it back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job relaxing out of that. Feel free to set that weight off to the side. And we're going to start with a little bit of stretching. I want to stretch our quads out first. So for our quad stretch, we're going to lay flat on our stomach here. Starting with our right leg, you can stay propped up on your elbows, or you can relax, resting your forehead on the ground as well. I like to be a little more propped up for this one. You get a little bit of a stretch in my abs as well. By taking your right leg, you're going to bring your heel up and in, reaching back, grabbing and pulling that heel in towards your glutes. If you are unable to grab your foot, I just want you to actively pull that heel in, pressing those hips into the ground. Releasing your right leg, switching sides. Bringing that left heel up and in towards your glutes. Hips press into the ground. One more deep breath here. Releasing your foot, I want you to push back to your hands and knees, getting a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. We're going to keep our hips stacked over your knees. Walking those hands out, little puppy dog pose. Elbows are straight, chest drops down to the ground, feeling those shoulders open. One more deep breath here. Lifting back up to all fours once again. A little bit of a pigeon stretch here. So what I want you to do first is to straighten that right leg out. You can have your toe resting on the ground. And then we're going to take that left leg with your left foot. You're going to swivel that foot up and in towards that right side, kind of making a little bit of that figure four position. And then from here, you're just going to lean those hips back and down. Want to get a little bit of a deeper stretch? You can also kind of bring those hips slightly over to that left side, sinking into that left hip. One more deep breath here. Relaxing out of that. Bringing that foot back to its normal position, sliding your right leg in, switching sides, left foot slides out. Taking that right foot, you're going to swivel your heel up and into the left, shifting those hips down and over towards that right side, sinking into that right hip, that right glute here. One more deep breath here. Relax out of that. Feel free to tuck those toes under, lifting that chest up, sinking your glutes down to your heels. Get a little bit of a stretch down the bottom of your feet. You can also add a little bit of a chest stretch, reaching behind, lacing your fingers, straightening your elbows, pulling those hands away from your glutes. Little double stretch here. Relaxing out of that. And you can slowly make your way up to standing. A lot of times I like to kind of go into the hamstring stretch, slowly rolling up. But you can make your way to standing any way that is comfortable. Once you are standing, feel free to give me one big shoulder roll back and forward. And that is all of the exercises I have for you all today. Thank you so much for joining Dumbbell Strength. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.